Morning traders, the Carnage continues. On this accelerated uptrend on the weekly, the SPX 2600 should act as some sort of support area. Hard to say if it's going to actually last or not. If not, we're probably looking down here around the 2580 area, another 20 points on the S&P. We've had some responsive buying down in this area. But things are looking pretty bad this morning. We are trading around 2600 here in the pre-market. So just keep that in mind. So some things to watch. The industrials have been very powerful in this market. And this overbought situation, we are coming down to the 30 SMA and a reference resistance or a support zone on our industrials probably first thing this morning. So that's something I'm looking at. Last night I started nibbling to the long side in some of these markets, thinking we were going to get a bounce this morning, but obviously it's not happening. But the industrials, we do have a chance on our weekly here to be hitting a bouncing point today. Your XLV, your healthcare, well, overnight the markets are really taking it on the chin. So far, the healthcare isn't following suit. On a relative basis, it's holding its close pretty close versus how big of a sell-off there is. And this is a 30-day SMA, so it's something to keep a close eye on here. Maybe the 30-day will help hold on the healthcare today. Your material stocks, XLB, it has worked off this entire overbought situation. We're coming down to that trend support as of open this morning. So just keep this one in mind that we will be possibly breaking this overshot uptrend at the open for more continuation. And we are below our support lines. So there does look like a bearish setup in our materials for more continuation. Okay, our XLF, our financials, it is actually trading right around slightly below this trend line on our weekly as of this morning, and looking like we're going to try to retest the 2685 30 SMA on our financials, and that does have some reference highs on the weekly. So there is a chance 2685 we're going to be getting a responsive bounce on our financials. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out here. We're at 2716 right here, so we're awful close to a point that we might see some buying in financials. Our XLU, that's a different story. Our utilities, they do look like they're going to go lower here. We are at a reference support resistance area on our XLU, but it does look like it's going to be coming down and testing this trend line probably this month. So keep that in mind. Be careful with your utilities. Looks like there's more downside for utilities. Now a real problem child here, and that's our technology. We do have the 30 SMA at 6270. You've got your Ichimoku support line, and then you have your 6210. You've got your 30 SMA. Right at this level in the pre-market, XLK is trading right now, right at weekly support areas. But I want to show another chart. The technology has broken this overshot situation on the on this channel, and we're starting right down here at the bottom of below the bottom of this range, 6220 area right here. So keep this in mind that there is a extreme possibility our technology is going to the bottom of this channel in the next few days. So lots and lots of risk in the market still. Another one that I cannot seem to find any support for, and that's your XLY, your consumer discretionary. They've been holding out like a champ on this pullback here, but we're right here at the top of the channel starting our day. So if the discretionary spending items start to really fall apart today, we could really start seeing a sharp pullback in these markets. So as if it wasn't bad enough already. So another 1,000 point day on the Dow, maybe. So just keep that in mind. Okay, last thing I want to talk about, that's your volatility futures. I mean, they are just on fire here. I didn't see it happening. I actually started going at the close. I was thinking that the VIX was an extremely high read, and then they had some margin calls and stuff on the XIV, and it just completely imploded last night. And so right now the VIX is pointing to an open close to 32 on the VIX futures, and that is an extremely high read. And there has been historically reads all the way up into 40 and 50s, and it's just not looking very good going into the open today. So lots and lots and lots of risk, and with these volatility futures, I mean, be very careful to the long side. Most of us traders just need to, if you're not already in on the short side, you kind of need to just sit it out, and wait for this stuff to calm down. That's all I got to say, and good luck trading.